You are back on purpose. Instead of focusing on riches, money, what it looks like, keeping up with the Joneses, your tunnel vision and your focus on just doing whatever it is that you're doing on purpose is the momentum that's going to take you where you need to go. You don't have to tell nobody. You don't have to keep anyone up to date on what's going on in your life. Moving in silence is the theme for my subscribers in this season. There are a lot of people that want you to be patient. They have a expectation of how you should go about certain things, how you should receive, how you shouldn't receive, but none of that matters. All of that is outside noise, outside chatter. The message that Spirit has for you today is very specific. You are awakening a gift that you have. Something that you've done in past lifetimes, something that you do without even trying. Okay? However, in this season, Spirit is pretty much saying, let me handle your lightweight. The divine is saying, let me handle your lightweight. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. You don't have to make it look like nothing for nobody. As far as they're concerned, you're stoned. As far as they're concerned, you're crazy. You're the old school village lady and man, okay? So if that's you, welcome back to all my subscribers on this channel here within our sacred space on YouTube. Shout out to everyone in the comments. I see y'all. You are truly appreciated and loved over here. Let me pull out some more cards and see what I feel like today's message for you guys is going to be about. All right, so my social media influencers, content creators, everything in the world pretty much now takes social media. It takes social. You can't do nothing without the internet. Hell, you can't even watch this subscribers reading without the internet. You can't even get this message without technology. So everything is technology. And moving forward, there is some type of hardship that you're about to be relieved from. Okay. Some of y'all will be traveling overseas, or you go back and forth overseas. I'm seeing something about a holiday as well. You're about to be able to take a holiday or a vacation really, really soon. And it feels like it's going to be paid for not by you, but somebody else. I mean, also picking up like a destination. I'm seeing like an all exclusive paid for destination. You're going somewhere. 8 of Cups. You walked away from something though. Let's see what this is that you walking away from. Okay, so you turned yourself loose. How did this get in here? A divine masculine energy. Okay, so there was some type of divine masculine energy that you did not choose. You chose not to be committed to this person. You gave up someone. They're a distorted masculine. Yeah, you trusted your intuition. Instead of going back and forth with this person, you set yourself free. That's what the cards are saying. So what's about to manifest now is coming directly from the quantum realm. So when you made this decision, you had no actual physical tangible proof that better would be coming. So you had to listen to your intuition. So if you ever wondered like what your intuition sound like and the confirmations of that, you got your loudest messages or your loudest confirmations long before it ever actually manifested. So you know off rip that anytime your intuition is screaming at you that you don't have to go this direction, that you're going to be this or you're going to be that, or you're receiving dreams and confirmations of the lifestyle, purpose, and your goals paying off, then it would be no different now. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like you're pretty much saying. Something was like too stuffy. It was like too stuffy. It was. Now, like, I'm also picking up for some of you, because we have the witch here. Some of you could have been helping people that were tied to karmic relationships. You could have been like a diviner or a channel, a shaman, a wise woman, a medicine man or woman that help people get out of toxic narcissistic relationships. You help them. You help give them the tools, the resources, the remedies on how to change their life. But I feel like for some of you guys, you had to let go of that level of consciousness that was constantly going back and forth and teetering between, like, you had to stop taking those type of clients. Like, you had to really get selective on who you would consult, because it seems like for some of you, you've consulted a lot of your clientele or the people that you've helped have had like 3, 4, 5, 6 years of getting it together, and they still haven't. So a lot of your attacks came from third party people. You, in your profession, you helping humanity, you helping people, and then the karmic connected to that person would end up trying to attack you and fuck with you because they're mad that you are telling that person to walk away or set themselves free and stuff like that. And so it don't matter how much money they want to pay you. A lot of you guys, it seems like you are going through a period in your life where you won't even be kind of like taking certain, like, you're going, how do I say it? You're going on a whole nother level, into a whole nother tax bracket. And so only people that have motion, or that are about something, or that are intentional in what they're trying to manifest, and they're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out, those are going to be the only types of people that you deal with. Some of y'all, that's what I'm getting. And some people may come to you like, oh, you should want to do this because it's the right thing to do. Like, what would God do? And I feel like you saying, like, I'm not God. I don't know what possessed you to think that because that's what the stories in the Bible tell you that I'm supposed to do, that you want to come over here and project that that's how it's done and that's how I operate. Nah, you got the wrong one. I do whatever I want to, when I want to, and how I want to. If you did subscribe to any of that bullshit, you would be converted into those realities, but you ain't converted. So you're pretty much telling people, like, stay in your struggle, wear your mask. I'm not here to change you. That's what I see you telling people, like, I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to tell you that you should or shouldn't. Hey, if it makes you happy, I love it. That's what I'm hearing. And they feel like you are, like, you're mean, you're not a good person. Where's your humility? You have no morals. You don't deserve this gift. Like, no. So you got people that are mad at you now? Sheesh. Caution. Destiny in reverse. Anxiety. This is like a desperate attempt. I feel like some people have adopted certain type of, they say like attracts like, right? So for those of you that have been dealing with situations where like the masculine is considered the narcissist, right? Whoever the divine masculine is, that they're considered the narcissist, they're considered the crazy one, right? But according to the energy and how you tapping in, the people that are pointing the finger at the masculine being the crazy one, you're also noticing that they have some of the similar traits in them too. Because they'll say, oh, I'm done with it. I don't want that no more. I'm over it. And then the moment that you start saying, oh, I'm glad for you or whatever, good for you, then they start looking at you like, why? You were hating on my relationship anyway? You were praying on my downfall anyway? Maybe you were the reason why we broke up. Whoa there, buddy. So I see you like, keep your money, keep your time, keep your struggle. That's what I'm seeing for my subscribers. It's somebody in my subscribers group, okay? This ain't it. If something gets too stuffy, you bounce. That's what I'm seeing. Caution, destiny in reverse, community in reverse. Hey, you do not have to worry about me. That's what I'm hearing. I don't got the energy for this. You got energy in reverse. I don't got the energy for this. Confirmation. That's a sign. That's a cue. It's my time to exit. So I feel like you exiting and you focusing on other goals. You going in a totally different direction. I think people just be wanting, these are the victims. People that be wanting you to just tell them that they're victims. It's like, tell me I'm a victim. Tell me what to look out for. But tell me that I'm always going to be the victim. What? So there's an intention here. I feel like there's an intention to like use your own friends against you. Use your own communities against you. Use your own followers against you. Your own whatever against you, your own clientele against you. There's an energy that's being flipped. And they letting these distorted masculines are letting their victims go just so they could become like a monitoring spirit or a rat. Turn them into a monitoring spirit or a rat, because they know it's like, yeah, you think you could find better? Go out there, go find better. And then when they get out there and try to find better, they come across you. And then the only reason why they packed their shit up and left to begin with is because they were trying to force that person to change. That's what I see here. So y'all dealing with people that don't really want, they don't really want to give up on the person, but they just want to know what's necessary to get that person to act right, what's necessary to get that person to be with them. And so their absence is supposed to force some type of outcome. But I feel like you ain't high enough for this. Contract, yeah, you ain't high enough for it. You ain't high enough for this. Ain't enough Mary J in the world. So it's like Spirit is saying, keep on your spiritual armor. So typically, yes, you can sort this shit out yourself, right? Because you're capable. You got the witch energy. But with the mass energy here, Spirit is saying, let me handle your lightweight. These are corrupt, unethical cults, okay, that wear masks, that hide behind these trolls, pushing certain agendas and X, Y, and Z, and using these copycats as a mean to like take you down from the spiritual realm, because they have to hide. They can't really expose that they are even out here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do things unethically, because if it got out in the public that they were the ones behind the mask, they were the ones behind the whole time, it would look hypocritical. And so as a way for them to not look hypocritical, they have to use they have to either they hiring people or they're using people that they sleep with. They sending people to you. It's like to investigate you, to tap into your energy or something like that. But they're cut off. So these people were giving a warning. Spirit gave these people a warning. They weren't able to get nothing about you and your destiny and what your purpose is. They wasn't able to read between those lines and figure that information out. They don't know what you're doing next, what you're about to do. They trying to know, they trying to keep up, but they still left behind. Then on top of that, it's draining them. It's draining them to try to keep up with what you're doing, because you take on way more spectrums of the light than they can process at their level of aptitude. You're in a whole other dimension. No matter how much they try, they'll never be able to acquire and articulate the type of messages that you receive. These are people where there is no God talking to these people. There is no higher power talking to these people. So they have to sound smart. And they got crafty by trying to make a little copycat of you. Little mimics. Hell. They done got so crafty, they don't even got to say it no more. They just make the screen black and turn and let AI do all the talking. So that's how they able to collect information. Trying to sound smart, like they know something. Why is Stoner here, Spirit? Someone could be 40. Why is Stoner here? King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone feels tapped in when they get like high, when they're on a level, like a meditative level. Somebody feels like if they can get you stoned, or if they can get you a psychedelic or something like that. Someone wants to be mindful of someone wanting to like drug you or attempting to do something to you. I'm telling you, there's somebody that wants to abuse their power. They're your biggest hater. This is someone that definitely calls you crazy, but to your face, they act like they're your friend. Like, oh, I'm rooting for you. I want the best for you, but really, this person they hate you really, really bad. And they want to break your concentration and your focus. and they want you to invest in them and get them off the ground. We also have Aries energy. I got a few bad bitches. Somebody wants to duplicate you. They want to brainwash a whole group of you and create a cult. That's what somebody wants to do. We're still doing that in 2025? Okay. What's the witch about? It's your power. Someone wants to steal your power. And because they don't have no real power, they feel like they can keep you drugged and brainwashed. Especially with the Ace of Wands, that they'll be able to utilize your power through you. Pretty much drive you like a car, like a vehicle. If they can insert their consciousness into you. This person views you as competition. You make their performance look weak, is what they're saying. You make them look like child's play. And they hate you for that. Oh my God, I love that for you. You are so unworried, so unfuckwittable, so unbothered. 7 of Swords, 6 of Cups. I heard get in line. So you telling someone like get in line. You aren't the first and you won't be the last to think that this shit will work on you. Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is someone that at once upon a time, you thought you and this person were going to end up together. Once upon a time, you felt like you saw greatness in this person, power in this person, and you wanted to nurture them. Over time, though, you noticed that one of the catch-22s, right? In order for you to be with this person, they needed you to be like docile, insecure, submissive. They needed you to stroke their ego, tell them something that they want to hear. Lie to them. But according to all these swords, it's saying you're not hardwired to lie. But they wanted you to, it's like that's the only way they could feel good about themselves, about making you feel down about yourself. Three of Cups. And you weren't the only one. This person had a plethora of options that they could choose from. They already had their own following, their own community. All you did was leave. Say no thank you. And this person is mad that you walked away from their hypnosis. That's what I'm seeing here. And you started your own lane and you went down your own path without this person. That's why, and it's because they were being cold towards you. This person would show you a different side of them on purpose as a way to trigger you, because every time they would trigger you when you having a good time, they would be cold towards you. It would kind of like hurt. It would hurt a little bit. It would emotionally hurt your feelings. This is also someone that would like date other people, exalt them, celebrate them, acknowledge their wins, and they would give you their cold shoulder or their cold ass to kiss. We also have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. because they wanted to trigger you to make you feel like you would never be good enough. And the fact that you can read between the lines and see that this person is a liar, that they put on a mask, that they wear a front. Like the Knight of Swords is pretty much saying this person wanted to publicly humiliate you and other people by triggering you, constantly trying to trigger you. Not even for like you did something wrong or you did something to them. You could be the best person in the world. But the reason why they wanted to trigger you is simply off the strength that they feel like you got more spirit than them. You got more power than them. You got more endurance than them. Anytime other people would even speak highly of you in the past, this is someone that would never tell you this, but it would creep out in little ways where they would show you that they're your biggest hater, and you wouldn't even notice. You wouldn't even know where it was coming from or why they were doing it, but it stems back from someone else saying a nice thing about you or speaking on your character in a respectable way, in a high esteem. Shit, crazy. What's caution about? So this is definitely someone that wants to disturb your peace. They want to bring you down. Ace of Cups, because they feel like you have emotional wealth. And they want you to feel like it's like a threatening intimidation tactic. Like you won't get far no matter where you run or where you go. I'm going to always find you. Whoop, doop, doop, whoop. Two of Pentacles. I see you saying like, you don't got to look far. You don't got to go looking for me. You don't got to go find me. Bitch, I'm right here. I'm going to tap dance on your head. That's what I see you say. Because I feel like God is handling your lightweight. I'm seeing a lot of reverse psychology around here. Bad news. So there's some type of community or like people that like you are aware that they're bad news, but you don't care. What is this? 1, 2, 3. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're a bit like when I tell you you are knocking out spiritual attacks left, right after right. Like you are mastering test after test. Whatever you're being initiated. Year after year, it's the same shit, different day. And ain't nothing cut that bitch off. So you know how to cut people off with the quickness. And it's not even a ghosting thing. I feel like you turn the power off. You can still talk to them, but they can't get your power. They can't get your energy. They can't steal your light. And when they be sitting there waiting for your wisdom, waiting for your knowledge, they ain't gonna get it. So, oh, I get it. This is familiar. These people that operate like this, you finna crack the code. You finna figure it out. Like why people are the way they are and what's required to persevere. Like what's required to because I'm a clever girl. Yeah, what's required to outwit your enemies. I'm finna flip the script. You moving differently. But you are not alone. You're about to skyrocket. You're about to be catapulted. You're about to skyrocket. I'm seeing it. You're out of jurisdiction. You're out of price range. I'm hearing people can't afford you, and they want you to feel bad about that. That's just not my problem. That's what I see you saying to yourself. Ace of Pentacles. When you wanted to teach yourself, when you wanted to evolve spiritually, mentally, physically, you studied to show yourself approved. You went and paid for classes. You invested in yourself. Instead of investing in the next best outfit to attract just a mere person, you be investing in your gifts. You be investing in your power. So you be taking conjuring classes. You be taking, networking with big people, right? Taking these seminars, and it has rendered you great success because you're sowing a seed that is already abundant. So you don't have to wonder, like, is this going to come back to me because this is my last? Like, you don't live in lack. So when you feel the inspiration to go and mingle and to be in spaces and places where people have real wealth and they know what it is to be patient and to know how this shit works, they don't require you to sell your soul to do it. They don't require you to, you gotta put your blood here and do X, Y, and Z. No, you pay your piper. You do what you have to do, and you get the knowledge. You get the wisdom. This is saying that you came from groups and communities where people felt like entitled, like they shouldn't have to pay for something. Like you should be giving them all your ancestors' secret. Like your ancestors supposed to tell them everything. Like they can't connect to their ancestors, so they come to you and want you to just divulge and expose everything your ancestors tell you, and then they want you to give it to them for free, and then they do absolutely nothing with it except pass that information down to whoever using them, whoever pimping them. And that's why it's coming up as spies and rats. So someone's going to attempt to try to make you feel insecure about how you receive your abundance. And it's going to come from a karmic soulmate, someone that couldn't partnership with you. They're going to say something in a very condescending type of way, right? It's like, all of us have to eat, or, sometimes we have to compromise our integrity. So instead of you responding to sideways bullshit and shade, like, okay, bet, you just paid me. Thank you for your ignorance. Your ignorance just paid. Like, people's ignorance be paying you. Because all they do is call on Archangel Michael, justice, foolishness. Yeah, all they do is call on protection. And you don't even have to pray for it. You don't have to ask for it. You don't even have to petition for it. It's just because you're spiritually protected. Like, you not new to this, you true to this. It's in you, it's not on you. What is this? 9 of Wands in reverse. So anytime there's some type of resistance of any sort, where you're having to put up defenses and stuff like that, Spirit is saying, You're going to get a download, a channel message, and it's going to tell you, like, you see exactly it for what it is, and move around. And when you move around, bet. It's like, my turn. You tapping in a higher power. So that's what I have for you, subscribers. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.